What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tony Bellew, Anthony Joshua. Get this. Tony Bellew has recommended that Anthony Joshua should fight one or the other fighter, and he had this to say. He said, first of all, I would like him to fight Daniel Dubois next, okay? But if he can't get the Daniel Dubois fight, if Daniel's already chosen another fighter, he should fight Dillian Whyte. Why not? And let me counterpunch. I think that Dillian Whyte would have been a good fight for a comeback fight, which, you know, if people think he needs one, that's one for him. I think fighting someone like Dillian Whyte will always be a challenge for him because Dillian Whyte's no slouch. Although we don't know how Dillian Whyte performs, because what I notice about Dillian Whyte, he tends to look a lot sloppy when he's out of the ring. When he's not active, he doesn't look too good. He didn't have the best performance against Jermaine Franklin. He didn't have a really good performance against Christian Hammer, even though he quit. Okay. And I know that was disappointing because I know he wanted to get the rounds in, which is understandable. But, you know, with Dillian Whyte, that is a doable fight. Me personally, I wouldn't want to see it. You know what I mean? Because I would rather see those fighters fight someone else instead, you know, instead of the people that they've already fought. Dillian Whyte could do whatever he wants to do. I know he has a fight on December 15th, which I will be live for if I could find a feed for it. Okay, mind you, but nonetheless, I'm interested in how that fight will go if it's televised, because it's going to be in the same place, Gibraltar, right? We'll see. But as far as him having that, I mean, I think everybody expected him to go into the rematch right away, because that's always what AJ's done, win, lose, or draw. You know, that's his protocol. He always goes in there and it's like, hey, you know what, I'm going to definitely give it a go and see what I can do. You know what I mean? And I think that's a pretty good idea, you know. But since he's not fighting him, Dillian Whyte, you know, I don't think that would be, you know, something that he would do. I think Dillian Whyte would be a good fight as a volunteer for Dubois. I would love to see Dillian Whyte versus Daniel Dubois. That would be pretty good, because we got two guys that like to jab and like to scrap. And one thing about Dillian Whyte, he's going to fight you, you know, and that left hook is lethal as well. So, you know, if you get caught on the end of that left hook, you may find yourself picking yourself up. Ask Povetkin about that. And I'm talking about the first fight, not the second. Okay, so, yeah, I would like to see that fight between those two. But Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte, it's just like something that you can throw together, but it's not really expected, or not really, I don't think that it's worthy of being made. I think another fight would be better for both fighters. But you guys tell me what you think about Tony Bellew. And we all know that Tony Bellew is a good friend of AJ. So, yeah, I think it's a safe fight, you know what I mean, for Joshua. But then again, how safe is any heavyweight fight? But you guys tell me what you think of Tony Bellew stating or recommending what Anthony Joshua in his next two fights should be and who they should be with. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.